And with this heart chakra sequence, we're going to give ourselves lots of love and lots of hugs. As you get started, this time is about loving yourself. You've already carved out the time for you, and really open up to that space of compassion for yourself, forgiveness, loving, peace. And then maybe you might bring the hands to the heart. One hand over the heart and maybe even one hand over the belly, and just feel your heart beat. And then take a deep breath in. Feel the chest rise. Feel the belly fill up. And then open mouth exhale. On this next breath in, inhale. Not only feel the chest rise, but feel the expansion in the upper back. And exhale it out. One more time, feel the expansion not only in the chest, but the upper back through the shoulder blades. And open mouth exhale. And move into your Ujjayi breath, inhaling through the nostrils through a closed mouth. Exhale through the nostrils through a closed mouth. As distractions come in, sensations or thoughts, acknowledge them. And come right back to your breath, feeling that in the heart space. And take a moment to shift over your awareness to your intention. And your intention, I invite that heart-centered intention in. And that might be, I love myself. And yes, we can love ourselves. We have to love ourselves before we can send that love and compassion out to others. Or maybe your mantra or your intention is, I am worthy of love. I am worthy to receive. Take your intention, start to weave it into the breath, make it alive through the prana, through life force with the breath. Feel that peace, harmony, love, and laughter come into the breath. And send it back out into the world. Start to weave your intention into the body. With any movement to get some feedback going in the body. And know that as you move the fingers and the arms and the shoulders, they are all extensions of the heart chakra. Moving around and just getting this feedback of information going. There's no right or wrong here. And from this, move into a full body stretch. Reach the arms out, walk the heels out. And slide the arms down to the side of the body. Gather up the knees in towards the chest. And put a gentle pressure into the lower back. Bring the chin towards the chest. Curl up in a ball. Relax the head back down. Bringing the soles of the feet into the mat. So the legs are bent. Lift the arms straight up towards the sky like you're reaching for the ceiling. And then start to wrap the arms around you like you're giving yourself a hug. And maybe even hug so much that the palms come underneath the shoulder blades. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. All the muscles in the face soften. Soften through the chest. And rolling on the shoulder over to the left a little bit and roll over to the right, almost like you're giving the shoulder blades this little massage. And then settle back into stillness. Give yourself a squeeze, 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 and then release the arms out to the side in an open T shape. Relax the shoulders. Relax the palms or face up. And then just feel that. Let that come in, let it integrate into the body. Gather up the knees back in towards the chest. Rocking and rolling the whole length of the spine. 2 or 3 or maybe even 6 times. And as you rock up, make your way into a seated position, cross-legged, simple pose or half lotus. Lift up through the spine, roll the shoulders down and back, bring the chin towards the chest. Rolling the head from side to side, left to right, and right to left. And back to neutral. Shoulders come up towards the ears. Rotate the shoulders back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Slide it down. Inhale up. Roll it back. Slide it down. And reverse. Inhale up. Roll it forward. Exhale down. And back to neutral. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Bring the hands behind the hips, palms face down, fingertips pointed out. Use the mat as leverage to press down to lift up through the spine and puff the chest forward. Bringing the hands closer towards the hips and the hands closer towards one another. And release, round through the back, press the palms away. Inhale up, exhale, roll it back, press the palms into the mat. Maybe you walk the hands a little bit closer, maybe even overlap them. And release round through the back, press the palms away. Inhale, lift the arms up high. Exhale, forward, landing on the fingertips, palms, or the forearms. Draw the tailbone down and back. Walking the hands over to the right. Maybe place the left palm on top of the right. Guide the left hip into the earth. Walk it back to center, over to the left. Maybe place the right palm on top of the left. Walk it back to center, round through the back, coming up. Shift forward into tabletop. Hands come right underneath the shoulders, knees come underneath the hips. And just tune in with some organic movement in the body of what your body wants to do here. And notice what it wants to do here from the heart space, moving up and out, and then from the heart space down and out. That heart space is our connection to earth below and sky above. And find a neutral position, round through the back, arch up like a cat, tuck the chin in, scoop through the pelvis. And release into cow. The belly comes down towards the earth. Lift through the heart and hips, lengthen through the neck. And round through the back, arch up like a cat. And one more cow. Back to neutral. The left arm reaches out to the side and then all the way up towards the sky. Rotate through the left wrist. Rotate through the left arm, down, up and around, circle it around. And reverse it, inhale up, circle it around. Inhale, sweep the left arm high, thread it under, and then inhale up, exhale under. Moving through a couple of these, as many as you would like. Whenever you would like to come and land on the left shoulder, do so. And then notice where you would like to put your right hand or right arm. It might be next to the left cheek. Feel that out. Or maybe it's calling to you to bring it up to the right hip. Or maybe up towards the sky. Or perhaps this is my new favorite one, is bringing the arms together, palms together. I kind of like this one. And it just kind of helps, you can almost get this little tug in the bottom arm. Maybe just experiment if that feels good in your body. And the right hand presses up, square the shoulders, square the hips, switch sides, right arm reaches up to the side and then all the way up, rotate through the right wrist. Rotate through the right arm, release it down, up and around. Reversing, inhale up, roll it down and up. Inhale, lift high, thread it under. Inhale up, exhale under. As many of these as you would like on this side. And landing on the right shoulder whenever you would like. And notice the left hand might do something different on this side, and that's okay. So it might not look the same, or it might look the same. Just be more in tune with the body of what it wants to do to create symmetry, create compassion for where you're at. And the left hand presses up, square the shoulders, square the hips. Press back to child's pose. We're just here for a moment. And then coming into puppy dog. As we come into puppy dog, we slide the hands forward, lifting up through the hips. The chest comes towards the earth. We're sending the chest down towards the earth as we lift up through the hips. This can feel really intense in the arms. So just adjust wherever you need to adjust. And send it back to child's pose. Pull through the palms, tabletop, plank. Hands come forward, the balls of the feet are hip distance apart, and then downward dog. Lift through the hips, pedal it out. Explore this first downward dog. And floater, step the feet forward, forward fold. Let the whole upper body hang loose. Bend the knees a little or a lot. Shake the head yes and no. Shrug the shoulders and the arms back and forth. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward. Bend the knees, roll it up one segment at a time. Slow, easy roll up towards the top. Once you get to the top, sweep the arms up high. Press through the palms, press through the fingertips, heart center. Inhale, lift. We're going to come into a little different mini back bend. So the arms are going to come in this T shape, lifting up and just creating this little gentle arch in the lower back. Palms are face forward. This heart-centered posture is all about receiving here. We often give and give and give a lot. And this is our opportunity to just be open to receive. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, roll the arms back. Start to press the palms together. Lift up through the chest. Micro bend the knees and forward fold. Maybe bring the hands away from the back. Release the head. Hands come to the back, hands float to the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward. Press back to plank. The knees come down, the chest comes down, the chin comes down, baby cobra. Lifting up through just the upper chest, draw the elbows in towards the side of the body. The legs are active but not stiff. Exhale, forward, press up to plank. Downward dog. One full breath in. One full breath out. The right leg reaches high towards the sky. Press into the right heel to lengthen through the back leg, reaching. The right leg comes forward, lunge. The right knee is over the right ankle. Reach the left leg all the way back. And we're here just setting this up, helping open up through the back hip flexor. And release the back knee down. And inhale, sweep the arms up high, chest expansion. Roll the arms back, puff up through the chest, press the palms together, slide the hands down the left leg. And on our release, our arms are going to come into that T shape, opening up, lifting through the chest, and frame the foot, lift up through the hips, half split, straightening out the right leg, draw the toes in towards the belly. This is kind of like as we open up through our heart chakra. Sometimes we have to open and then come back within ourselves. Come back to the compassion for ourselves. Be that gentleness on ourselves. And as we open up to compassion for others. We're here for one more full breath in. One more full breath out. Bending through the right leg. Lift up through the back leg. We're on the ball of the foot. Left leg comes forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward, bend the knees. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale, heart center. Bring the palms towards the heart space. So one hand over the other, just placing your hands there. Feel the heartbeat. And press the palms away from the heart, so we're reaching it out. And then open it up in that T shape. Find that little back bend here. And bring it back together, back in towards the heart space. And we're going to move through that a couple more times. Reach the arms forward and then open up in the T shape. Back in, one more. And then opening it up. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, chest expansion, rolling the shoulders back. Press the palms together, puff up through the chest. Bend the knees, forward fold. Maybe bring the hands away from the back, relax the head. Hands come to the back, hands float all the way to the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward, press back to plank. You can move through a vinyasa flow of your choice here, which might be the knees, chest, chin coming down, coming into baby cobra or cobra by straightening out the arms. This is always your practice. And we meet in downward dog. One full breath in. One full breath out. The left leg reaches high towards the sky. Pressing into the left heel to activate the back leg. And the left leg comes forward, high lunge on this side. Left knees over the left ankle, reach the right leg all the way back. We're here for a couple breaths in, a couple breaths out. And release the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, roll the arms back, press the palms together, chest expansion, slide the hands down the right leg. And releasing the arms in a T shape, finding this little back bend here, opening up through the heart. And frame the left foot. Inhale, lift the hips up high, straightening out the left leg. Draw the toes in towards the belly. Relax the head. Bending through the left leg, come back on the back ball of the foot, lifting up, the right leg comes forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward. Micro bend the knees, inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale, heart center, press through the palms, press through the fingertips. Coming into dancer pose. So we're going to open up through the right hand first. So that right palm comes towards the wall, opening up through the right shoulder. Right thumb comes towards the ball of the right foot. And then draw the knees towards one another. Once you get stable there, lift the left arm high, kick back through the right heel. Find that gaze point down at the floor in front of you, or straight ahead. And releasing, drawing the right knee back in, and release the right leg. And shake that out, let that go. Let it go. Switching sides, left arm opens up towards the side, left thumb connects with the left ball of the foot, draw the knees in towards one another, and then bring the heel straight back. Right arm reaches high. Release the left leg back down and let that go, shake it up. Find a gentleness from your heart space on yourself. Eagle pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, release the right arm down. Wrap the left arm around. And if this doesn't quite feel right for you, you can always just do a hug today. Whatever feels best for you for your eagle. Lifting the elbows high and away from the chest. Right leg comes to the side and then wraps around. You can kickstand it here. Or maybe you wrap it more. Maybe even bend through the knees. Find that focal point, drishti point. releasing the leg out. Set your eagle free. Let it go. Arms come down to the side. And switching sides, inhale, lift high. The left arm wraps down and the right arm comes around, so just making sure you switch. Left leg comes to the side and then kickstand it or wrap it around. The elbows stay high and away from the chest, or if you have that hug, give yourself maybe a little squeeze here. And releasing the left leg. Set your eagle free. Sweep the arms up high. Bringing the arms down to the side of the body. Feet come hip distance apart or a little bit wider. Inhale up, exhale, heart-centered squat. Coming all the way down. We're not here for too long. Just stretching out the hips a little bit. Notice where you're gentle on yourself. Notice where you're hard on yourself. From here, coming onto the hips, yin pose, wrap the arms around the legs, bring the chin towards the chest, soften the shoulders. Slowly lifting up through the head. Bringing the hands behind towards the hips for reverse tabletop. Fingertips might be pointed towards the hips, but that might not feel okay on your wrists. So I just want you to make sure that you protect your wrists. It might feel better to bring the fingertips out. Either way is really fine. And then press into the heels, feet are hip distance apart, and lift through the hips. Tuck the chin in towards the chest if you have a tendency to get dizzy at all, or you're protecting your neck. If you don't have those issues, maybe bring the head back. Releasing, bringing the hips back down. Wrap the arms around the legs. Yin pose, bring the chin towards the chest. One more time, if you would like. Reverse tabletop again, or reverse plank. If reverse plank is calling to you, that's straightening out the legs and lift through the hips. Either one is fine. And this is on your release. You can hold this much longer, or if you want to release whenever that calls to you, come back into that yin posture. Yeah, we're gonna shake the wrists out because sometimes we can feel that in the wrists. And slowly lifting back up. And then just come into a cross-legged seated position to release the wrists out a little bit. So we're gonna interlace the fingers and then we're just kind of rolling, roll. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you can do it that way too, whatever way feels best. And then start to shake those hands out. Let the thumb relax. Our thumbs do so much work on the computers and our phones. I wonder what our thumbs are gonna look like in 100 years if we keep doing that. It's gonna probably adapt or something. It's gonna look really funny. And then up and down. And then whatever direction just kind of feels right to really release. And then bring the palms face up on the knees and just close the eyes. Move inward for this moment. Feeling that circulation run through the hands and the arms. And slowly floating the eyes back open. Releasing the legs into, the feet come into the mat. Legs are bent, pressing the heels in and lift up through the chest, arms reach out. And slowly make your way down back onto your mat. No rushing here. Slow, moving it back down. Whenever you get the shoulder blades down onto the mat, the neck and the head, full body stretch. Let your body readapt to the earth. Slide the arms down to the side of the body, palms face down, bending through the legs, preparing for bridge. Feet are hip distance apart, feet are straight forward. Fingertips are almost touching the heels or maybe even touching the heels. Lengthen through the neck and find a scoop in the pelvis, drawing the lower back into the earth, lifting up through the hips, lifting up through the chest, pressing into the heels and pressing down to the palms. And exhale, come down from the upper to middle to lower back and releasing that scoop on this next one. Inhale, lift the arms up at the same time, up and over the head. And as you exhale, come down, bring the arms down with you. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, lowering. Move through this faster or slower. Moving through one more. No rush, no hurry. And then on this next one, press down through the palms and then roll the shoulders under. Start to gather the hands together underneath and lift up, finding a chest expansion through bridge. Lift up. Release the palms, release the shoulders, slowly come down, upper to middle to lower back. Your release might look different than your neighbor's, and that's okay. It might be releasing the knees side to side. It might be drawing the knees together. It might be suspension bridge by bringing the palms onto the knees, arms straight. Just feel up that release on your own, in your own body, with your own shape. Now we meet with the soles of the feet down into the mat, legs bent, and then start to straighten out the legs, preparing for fish pose. We don't do fish pose a whole lot, so if you want to watch me first, you can do that. Otherwise, just listen to my cues. Tuck the hands underneath the hips, palms face down. So it kind of looks like this underneath. And as you bring the hands underneath, start to use the forearms to lift up through the chest, kind of coming on more of the crown of the head, lifting up. Use the forearms to lift through the chest. And take a slow movement to release. As you release, release the hands and just let yourself integrate that posture into the body. In whatever way you need to, it might be some movement or no movement, but let it settle in. No rushing to the next thing. And just like any great heart chakra opener, we do it twice. So go ahead if you would like, if it's calling to you, to move into that fish pose one more time. And it's going to be on your release whenever you feel like you're just done with that fish pose. It might be longer, it might be a shorter period of time. Let your own heart space let you know when you're done with it. And then again, let that integrate into the body. Give it plenty of space and time to integrate. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Press the heels straight up towards the sky for legs up the wall. Release the left leg all the way down. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. And bring that right knee off to the side of the chest a little bit. Cross the right leg across the body. Twist open to the right. Bring the right palm face up. And since we're focusing on the heart chakra, notice this right arm, how it comes from the heart space all the way out to the fingertips. Draw the right shoulder down towards the earth. Soften the jaw. The gaze might be up towards the sky or over the right shoulder. One more full breath in, one more full breath out. Inhale back to center and switching sides. Hug the left knee in, right leg goes long. Bring the left knee off to the side of the body. And crossing the left leg across the body, twist open to the left. And notice this left side coming from the heart space, extending all the way out to the left fingertips. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale back to center. Gather up the knees in towards the chest and press the heels straight up towards the sky. Happy baby. Knees come wide, knees come in towards the armpits. Draw the tailbone down and gently pressing the palms into the soles of the feet straight down. Lengthen through the neck just so the head isn't arched back. And notice here as well what the arms are doing from the heart. So a lot of times our focus here is on the hips, but just notice the difference when we focus on the heart space. Soles of the feet come together in butterfly. Guide the heels in towards the groin, knees come wide. Bringing the heels down towards the mat and butterfly. Bringing one hand over the belly and one hand over the heart. Take a deep breath in. Side out. Soften through the glutes. Soften through the shoulders. Staying here in butterfly as long as you would like. Or taking some time to prepare for a different Shavasana relaxation posture. And that might be putting your socks back on, jacket back on to keep the muscles warm. It might be making your way over to a couch or a chair or a wall for legs up the wall. Take as much time as you need to come in to Shavasana relaxation. If you have any essential oils there, maybe you put some essential oil on and you can give yourself a big whiff of the essential oil. As you make your way into Shavasana, we start it with the breath. The heart chakra is the area of peace, harmony, love, and laughter. So let's breathe that in. Breathe in peace, harmony, love, and laughter. And exhale peace, harmony, love, and laughter out. 2 more just like that. Breathe it in. And let it go. 2 more. Bring some softness into your heart space. Let that space go super soft and mushy. And let it flow out into the shoulders and the upper back. And out through the arms, the biceps, the elbows, the triceps, the forearms, the wrists, the palms, the fingers, the fingertips. Allowing yourself to give and receive. This balance between the two. Our heart space is the area of responsibility for boundaries. The boundary of being able to give freely, but not too much. And the boundary of receiving, but not only receiving, and receiving what is most nurturing for us. This heart space shows us how we love ourselves, how we love others, how we're compassionate for self and others. This area is also how we serve, how we give and receive. This energy of the heart chakra shines this brilliant green, vibrant emerald color of energy. Sometimes it's pink, but this area is known for the color of green. Please stay here as long as you would like, or wiggling the fingers and the toes. Draw the knees in towards the chest and rolling to your side using your arm as a pillow. Staying here as long as you would like, or arriving back up to a seated position. There's no rush, there's no hurry. Hands come towards the heart, lifting high to the sky. Exhale the hands to the forehead, to the mouth, heart center. The peace, harmony, love, and laughter in me is inspired and honored by the peace, harmony, love, and laughter in you. Namaste.